Hello everyone, it's Russell Nogo with Medisupps.com, and here we are again, that most wonderful time of year, the Medicare annual enrollment period. It's a great time of year. We got fall, we've got the windows open here in Texas. That's a big deal for us, don't laugh. We get to shut off the air conditioning, help people like yourself with your Medicare choices for 2023. So I'm going to be discussing Medicare Supplement plans for 2023, the new Medicare Part B premium you're going to pay each month, as well as the Medicare Part B deductible. So stick around. So this video is for both people new to Medicare as well as if you've been on Medicare a while for a variety of different reasons. And we'll start with the Medicare Part B premium that you pay each month. That's a big reason because, as you know, if you were on Medicare last year, you saw that premium shoot up to $170. Why did that happen? Well, they introduced a new Alzheimer's drug. Everybody shared the cost, and it was quite a bit of cost, the largest increase we've seen. Now, for 2023, it's going to come down a little bit. It's going to come down to $164.90. We'll take what we can get, but it's still too high. I mean, that's like saying gas was $2 a gallon, and now it's $8, but hey, we're bringing it down to $6. Is that really a good thing? Well, again, this is all we have to work with, so we're going to go ahead and take that. So again, $164.90, that's the average Medicare Part B premium. Now, it's based on income. If you make more, as you know, you've been paying more, so it'll adjust accordingly, come down slightly for everybody. Anyone new to Medicare in the average income bracket will pay $164.90 a month for your Medicare Part B, that's doctor services, and you'll pay that for 2023. Now, could come out of your Social Security check, or you could pay it quarterly if you're not drawing a Social Security check. Now, moving on to the Medicare Part B deductible. Before I get into that, let's just briefly talk about what are the major parts of Medicare? Well, Part A, which is hospitalization, and Medicare Part B, which is doctor services. Now, in 2023, everything's changing as far as what Part A even covers. Well, all those benefits of Part A are going to be paid, the gaps of Part A, by most of the popular Medicare supplement plans. So I won't go too much into that. More importantly, though, is what is the Medicare Part B deductible? Now, Part B is doctor services. So prior to Medicare Part B paying 80% of your doctor's bills, because that's what it comes in and pays, you need to pay a deductible. Everybody does. And that is called the annual Medicare Part B deductible. It's once per year. So in 2022, that deductible went up to $233, up from $203 the year prior. In 2023, it's coming down slightly, much like the Medicare Part B premium, and it's going to go down to $226. Again, that's once per year, annual deductible, same amount for everybody. Basically, the first $226 of your medical bills, you pay in the calendar year. Once that is met, Medicare will come in and pay 80% of your doctor's bills. Now, you might be asking, well, hey, Russell, what about the other 20%? Well, that's called the gap. That's one of the gaps in Part A and Part B, as well as deductibles and copays, things like that. So a Medigap plan or a Medicare Supplement plan, same thing, comes in and helps you pay most of those gaps. So before I get into discussing the differences in the Medicare supplement plans for 2023, one important thing you have to remember is that every company has identical plans and benefits within each plan letter, but they all charge different rates for it. So all that material you see coming in your mailbox from various big name insurance companies, they all have the same Medicare supplement plans, but they all charge different rates for it. Now, we're an independent agency. We've been doing this. This is our 15th year now, 15th annual enrollment period, and we shop all the companies for you. There's never a charge for our services. Our phone number's down below. You can call at any time during this video, or when you get done watching, give us a call, and we will answer all of your questions when it comes to Medicare supplement plans for 2023, or if you've got questions about Medicare Part D drug plans. Now, moving on, what are the top 4 Medicare supplement plans for 2023? Well, they are Medicare Plan F, Medicare Plan G, Medicare Plan N, and a high deductible version of Medicare Plan G. So let's start with Medicare Plan F. Now, not everybody can enroll in this plan. In fact, if you're new to Medicare on January 1st of 2020 or later, you can't enroll in Plan F. That's okay, though. You've got a great option with Medicare Plan G, which I'll discuss in a moment. However, there's probably a lot of you out there that still do have Medicare Plan F. It actually still has the most enrollees because a lot of people kept that plan. And the reason is Plan F covers everything 100%, which is great. It does cost more, though. Quite a bit more in some cases. In many cases, close to $1,000 a year extra. And the only difference of Medicare Plan F and Plan G is who pays the Medicare Part B deductible. Remember, I said that's going to be $226 for 2023. Well, Medicare Plan F pays everything 100%. So this is for you folks out there on Plan F. This economy, every dollar counts. You might want to consider a move to Medicare Plan G or keep Plan F. That's fine too. Or let us shop the rates for a different Plan F. You can still enroll with a different company in Plan F to save money. But for anybody new to Medicare, you're going to be looking at Medicare Plan G or Plan N most likely. However, if you still have a Plan F, I understand why you kept it. It's great just showing your card and going home. However, if you're looking to save some money, there are some other options we can take a look at for you. So let's discuss Medicare Supplement Plan G, which is the highest coverage of all of the Medicare Supplement plans in 2023 for people new to Medicare. Now, Plan G, you just have to pay that one deductible, the annual Medicare Part B deductible, which is $226 in 2023. And after that, you get 100% coverage, just like Medicare Plan F. So, give you an example. You go to the doctor once, maybe twice, it could take 3 visits. You get billed up to $226 with Plan G. Once that $226 is paid, Medicare comes in, pays 80% of your medical bills, and Plan G comes in and pays the remaining 20%. There's no other copays or deductibles to meet. Everything on all Medicare approved expenses is paid 100% for the rest of the calendar year. So it is a calendar year deductible. It resets every January, but fantastic coverage, as you can see. Now, as with all the Medicare supplement plans, there's no network. With Plan G, you can take it anywhere you want. Any doctor, specialist, or hospital anywhere in the country that accepts Medicare will take your Plan G, and you will get great coverage. You don't even need a referral for a specialist. So if you're looking to save money, coming off Medicare Plan F, Plan G is a great option. And for anybody new to Medicare wanting the most coverage out of one of the Medicare supplement plans in 2023, Medicare Supplement Plan G is the way to go. So as we know, things are pretty expensive these days. Your gas has shot up, your bread, your milk, everything has gone up. And that's why this year especially, we have switched more and more people to Medicare Supplement Plan N, as well as a lot of people new to Medicare who are coming in and saying, I know I want a Medicare supplement plan. I don't want an Advantage plan. I want to have the freedom to go anywhere I want. And I know I need great coverage, but I'm pretty healthy, or I go to the doctor just a few times a year. In that case, we go right to Medicare Supplement Plan N and check the rates for that, because Plan N has great coverage. It's just like Plan G. In fact, I've got my own mom on Medicare Supplement Plan, and I have for years now. She absolutely loves it. It's got lower premiums than Plan G, but in exchange for the lower premiums, you might have some additional out-of-pocket expenses. Now, on Plan N, just like Plan G, where you still pay the annual Part B deductible first. Again, that's $226 for 2023. With Plan N, once that deductible is met, if you return back to the doctor, you might have a small copay per doctor's visit. However, it will never be more than $20 per visit. Also, if you do a telehealth visit and you have Plan N, there's no copay. Those are very popular these days. One other thing on Plan N that you may run into is if you go to the emergency room and you're not admitted, you'll get billed a $50 copay. So that's different than Plan G, where you pay one deductible. 2023, it's going to be $226. After that, 100% on Plan G. Well, with Plan N, you pay the deductible. You might have a small copay per doctor's visit. If you visit the emergency room and you're not admitted, they're going to bill you that $50 copay, which isn't the worst thing, because keep in mind, you're going home, which means you were well enough to do that. So that's okay. Now you might be saying, well, I don't want to pay the $50. Well, the reason why it still might be okay is those differences in premiums. Plan N could be substantially less than Plan G. In fact, some cases up to $30 less per month. Now, there is one other thing on Plan N that is very, very rare. It's called Medicare Part B excess charges, where doctors can charge a little extra, up to 15% extra, if they do not accept the rates for Medicare that Medicare allows. Now, It's estimated 1% of doctors do this in the country. It's very, very rare. You could just ask your doctor, do you take Medicare assignment? Good chance they're going to say yes. And even in the event you did come up with a Medicare Part B excess charge, it's estimated the average charge is less than $20. So if you're saving $30 a month on Plan N over Plan G, and you don't go to the doctor very often, but you know you need great coverage for that what if something happens, Medicare Plan N is a great way to go. Now, how do you gauge the difference between the two? Well, you can get rates on our website, Medisupps.com, and you can see the differences in your area. You can always call us at the number below, and we can tell you the difference in premiums, discuss your situation, and see which one is right for you. A lot of people say, listen, I'll pay extra. I never want to fiddle with any copays or any additional bills. Well, then Medicare Plan G is a great way to go because one deductible, 100% coverage. However, again, back to that crazy economy. Well, if every dollar counts to you as it does to me, and I know all of our other clients, Medicare Plan N is definitely something we can look at, weigh out the savings, see how many times you go to your doctor each year, and see if it's a good fit for you. So those are three great options right there. Plan F, if you qualify for it. Plan G, if you want that great coverage with one small deductible. And then Plan N, still great coverage. A couple more out-of-pocket expenses you might run into. However, lower premiums than Plan G. There's one other plan that isn't quite as popular as those, but it is an option for 2023, and that is high deductible Medicare Plan G. Now, what does that mean? Well, kind of what it says. Now, let me explain how it works, though. The deductible for Plan G, high deductible version for 2023 is $2,700. Here's how it works. You still must pay that Part B deductible just like you do on all the other plans, which is $226 for 2023. If you have a high deductible Plan G. The reason is that's a Medicare deductible. Even if you had no supplement, you'd have to pay that deductible before Medicare came in and paid anything for you. However, on high deductible Plan G, once the Medicare Part B deductible of $226 is met, you need to pay everything out of pocket until you reach $2,700. Now, Medicare is still going to pay 80% of your medical bills, but all the remaining expenses or gaps, you will need to pay up to $2,700 in 2023. Once you reach that amount, it's 100% coverage for the rest of the year. Now, if that confused you, sorry, it is an option though. And a lot of people just come to us and say, listen, Russell, I never go to the doctor. I know I need something. I want something close to maybe a catastrophic type of plan, just the big what if. Well, then high deductible Plan G might be that. And the premiums are lower than regular Plan G. So that's why it makes a good sense for some people who are okay with the additional expenses till they reach that higher deductible amount and they don't go to the doctor very often. So that is an option out of one of the Medicare supplement plans for 2023. Now, again, as I mentioned, we'd love to help you out. Our service is entirely free, where we shop all of the rates every year for our clients. We switch a lot of clients already for 2023. Going into next year, they're going to save a ton of money. We do the work for you, so you don't have to try and call every insurance company and get the rates and talk to a bunch of pushy salespeople. So give us a call today. We'd love to help you out. Again, our phone number down below is 1-888-891-0229. You can also visit Medisupps.com, where I am one of the only people online who actually shows you the premiums. Everybody else just collects your info and then they call you 10,000 times. I actually show you the rates. So feel free to visit Medisupps.com. One of my agents might reach out, answer any question you might have. There's only a couple of us here, though. We focus on service and helping you save the most money on your Medicare supplement plan for 2023. Thanks for watching. Look forward to speaking with you soon.